Hello lovelies and welcome back to my channel. I have got another first impressions foundation review, but it's going to be a foundation review with a twist because I could not for the life of me get my hands on the Revolution Conceal and Define full coverage concealer. I don't know why I stuttered so much. Actually, I do. Ignore me. It was because I'm so used to calling it Makeup Revolution and it's changed to Revolution now. So when this first came out, could not get my hands on the liquid concealer for ages. I am the palest of the pale and my shade was always sold out, like without fail, online, in store, no matter what Superdrug I went to, they were never in and I could never order it. And I didn't really want to order it offline because I really wanted to go in and make sure, like normally I am the palest of the pale in foundation shades, and I wanted to go in and make sure, because sometimes like Kat Von D, I've gone in to get their makeup before and their palest of the pale shade is literally white, so I'm not the palest of the pale in their makeup, and I wanted to just make sure and check like the undertones and everything, because Revolution have actually brought out, in I think it's in every shade, there's like one for fair undertones, one for neutral and one for yellow, so you can guarantee that there's a concealer to match your undertone, which I think is amazing. So I finally managed to get that and it's only £4, which I think is the same price as my collection one. And then this is the bad boy that launched a couple of weeks ago, which is literally a massive bad boy. It's the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, which literally looks, I'm going to get this everywhere, I've already done this about 14 times since I've got it. It literally looks like a massive concealer. It's amazing, but this one actually goes lighter than the concealer, so I got the paler shade, which was for fair with pink undertones, which I am, in 0.5, and I got the concealer in C1. So I'm going to do a full first impressions of the concealer and the foundation and then do the rest of my face as I usually would for just kind of an average day. I'm not going to do, like, obviously I haven't done the full makeup look like if I was going out, but just an average day makeup to kind of show you what it looks like, and then I will give you my first impressions at the end. I am also going to do a full day wear test in a vlog, so you will kind of see me going around on a full day and see exactly how it wears from beginning to end. But I hope you guys enjoy it, so let's get on to the first impressions. So I am unbelievably late to the party, but I know the concealer launched about 20 years ago, but the new foundation launched a couple of weeks ago now. So I thought, because I couldn't get on the concealer bandwagon, because every time I tried to go and get it, the paler shade, as always, was completely sold out, I thought I would get the foundation and concealer together and give them a test run together, because essentially they should work perfectly under each other. But so the concealer is usually £4 in Superdrug for 4 grams or 0.14 ounces, and it just comes in a really fat tube with a massive doe foot applicator. It's massive compared to like the size of my face, so I picked it up in the palest shade, which is the C1. I have literally colour matched both of these off the website because every time I tried to go into store and get them, they were completely sold out. So I went for C1 in the concealer, which I'm hoping is the palest shade, and then the brand new Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation. And I got this one again in the palest shade, which is F.5, and I again have colour matched this completely off the website, and I was quite amazed because I opened this bottle thinking it'd be a pump top, and oh I've just got foundation everywhere. It's not. It literally looks a massive version of the concealer, and I must admit it's very, very pink, but again the wand just looks exactly the same. So this bad boy is £9, I believe. Yeah, £9 for 23 mils of foundation. So we shall get colour matching. I've just got that everywhere. Oh, This is very pink. I just picked up a bit that I got everywhere. So first up, we will colour match the foundation. See, as I've already got it open. Just be very, very careful when you open it like that, because it's gonna go over it. It seems very liquidy as well. We shall see. So, wow. That literally, I'm not even kidding, looks baby pink. So that is the foundation, and then we're going to go the concealer, which looks probably more my shade. Look at the colour difference. These are supposed to be apparently the palest ones on the website for me. I know I was a bit shocked at first, but I do quite like that it's kind of on a massive doe foot, because you can just kind of go for it. You don't have to put it on the back of your hand and then put it on your face. So let's see, not really sure how I'm gonna go about it. Let's just put a couple of swipes on my face and see how, oh my god, that looks very pink on my face, and I am like a proper pink English rose. Okay. So I am normally as fair. Oh my god, that's so streaky. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's picked up like bits of fluff and everything. So I am normally as fair as they come. I think it's looking okay on camera, but in my mirror it really, really doesn't. It does seem to blend out okay. But I wouldn't say it's full coverage. I mean, it blends into my neck, but it just looks very, very pale. Now under the eyes, bits of all sorts. Let's give it a good under the eye test. It's so streaky. Now, the way I do my foundation is with like a stippling brush. Excuse how dirty this one is. But I use a stippling brush to put on my foundation, and then a beauty blender for my concealer. And I don't know, I really want to love it, but I've got hairs all over my face. So I really do want to love it, and I think it looks okay looking in like the camera lens. I mean, granted, I haven't got glasses on. There it is, there's a hair, it blew me. So I mean, looking at it up close, it's definitely not full coverage on me. Like, I'd have to do a thick layer to get it to be full coverage. I mean, it's taken some of the redness. You can see kind of how red my cheeks can get, particularly on the apples, like here, and you can really see it's still kind of coming through, and like my bags are still coming through. I don't know, I don't think this one's gonna be for me, and I wanted to love it so much. I don't know if it's just because I picked a shade that's way too pink, or unless Makeup Revolution, or if Makeup Revolution just think that anyone that's fair is really going to want to cancel out any colour in their skin and then put it all back in. But up until about a year ago, I didn't actually used to contour or add bronzer. Oh my god, it's so streaky. It's so streaky. I don't even know if the camera is picking up how streaky it is. I don't want a foundation The one sticks to all the dry patches. Like, I have a cold at the minute, oh my god, and it's separating on my nose. Okay, so I have fairly dry skin in general. Never mind at the minute when I've got a cold, like a full-on cold brewing. So hence the sniffles and things. But like, not even just around my nostrils where I normally get dry skin with a cold, but all the way around either side of my nose and kind of on the edges of my cheeks, and it almost settling. No, it is. It's settling into my pores completely. Like, I want to love it, but I'm not impressed at the minute at all. Not impressed. So I've done a full face so far of the Conceal and Define Full Coverage Foundation, and I don't know, I mean, the colour is starting to warm up to my face a little bit, but it really doesn't want to let any of the colour, like my natural colour, shine through. That even like some of my full coverage foundations that I like to wear do. It also is settling into all the like fine lines and pores. I get a couple of pores on either side of my cheek, and they're just settling in to all of it and picking up every inch of dry skin I've ever had. Like, I'm not impressed. And now I'm gonna try out everyone's holy grail concealer. Okay, the colour does look better now that it's on my skin. It seems very watery. Very watery indeed. And I'm hoping this is going to be the saving grace of the foundation. We shall see. Maybe I should have got the matching concealer to the foundation shade. Maybe that's just, maybe it's just a bit too pink and pale, which is weird because I am normally the palest of the pale and struggle to find foundation and concealer shades. Like, literally the number before what used to be Collection 2000, that shows my age, who are now Collection brought out their extra fair concealer. The concealer that was the fair was way too dark for me. See, it just looks dry and oh, I'm not impressed at all. I don't even know if you guys are going to see this, but I can still see I have like a little area on this cheek of like hyperpigmentation, would you say? It's like almost a freckle, like just on my cheek here, and I can definitively see it through. It's creasing already and it's gone nowhere near my eye bags. Like, I normally use the Urban Decay Naked Concealer for under my eyes, and that is amazing. It's brightening, it's covering, like full coverage, you cannot see my bags under it, and this looks like it literally needs another coat. Like, I know people are in love with this concealer and they find it amazing, but for me it's just not full coverage. Like, I should not have to be going back over it. It literally feels like it disappeared with the sponge, not even joking. Like, I don't know if I've just got a dodgy one or what, but like, this is taking a second coat and lots of work just to get it remotely what I usually have. It also doesn't melt in to each other very well, so like if you put a second coat on, you have to be really careful about where you press with like a beauty blender or a brush, because it doesn't want to melt into each other very well. just looks so dry. At the minute, I feel like this one could grow on me. I look ghastly on, literally looking in the screen of my camera now, I literally look ghastly, which is something like is rare for me. Like, it actually makes my body look tanned, if you can see that, like, and I am pale as pale can be, so I am so surprised. Normally the palest colour works for me, and I'm just so shocked that it doesn't, so I'm gonna have to bronze up a lot and kind of blend a lot down my neck to try and get it to even out, which I never have to do. Normally I'm having to like blend a foundation that's a bit too dark for me into my neck, but other than that, I wish the colour matched a bit better than it did. Like, if it was just a touch less pink, like the actual foundation looks baby pink on the back of my hand. It doesn't look like flesh coloured, if that makes sense. I'm hoping my skin is just a bit dry because I'm sick at the minute, and that's not what's causing it to look so dry. Like, under my eyes, if you've got any creases under your eyes, you're going to have problems with this. I'm going to go and do the rest of my makeup routine and see kind of what it looks like and how it sets underneath everything. At the minute, not massively impressed. I don't know. I honestly can't understand why these are people's holy grail foundations. I really wanted to love it as well, and it just, me and it didn't get along. I'm obviously going to try and use them and incorporate them. I definitely won't be using this one as an under eye concealer, which I wish they did this one in a 0.5 like the foundation. I don't understand why you do a foundation in 0.5 and then start your concealers at 1. Like, everyone wants lighter concealer. I have done a quick face of makeup, just very quickly, a tiny bit of eyeshadow, and then a lot, don't know if you can tell, quite a bit of bronzing and blush to try and like liven up the foundation. I used my normal setting powder, which is the Rimmel Stay Matte setting powder, and honestly I feel like that was its saving grace. And I did also put a bit of the Armani, I was going to try and get it out but it's too high up in my makeup collection. I did put a bit of the Armani Neo Nude Fusion powder just kind of under my eyes and down the centre of my face, kind of to help brighten up the concealer where I popped it. Now that I've set it with powder, it does look a lot better. I must admit, it does look better now that I've powdered it, brightened it up with some bronzer, which looks like a lot on camera. A bit of bronzer, a bit of blush, and quite a fair bit of highlight. It does look a lot better. It doesn't look quite so dry. It still does look around kind of my nose and particularly my upper lip. It has gone particularly dry and almost a little bit cakey, just a touch, and the cakiness is particularly on my upper lip, but around my nose is particularly where it looks dry, and kind of really anywhere I've got little spots has gone, those areas seem to have gone particularly dry. I mean, it looks, when I'm looking in the viewfinder on my camera, it looks okay from afar. I'm obviously just seeing these things from like this close, so I can see kind of where all the patchiness is. I'm obviously like half blind, need glasses, so if I pull my mirror back, it does actually look better from afar than it does do up close. So I mean, obviously this is a first impressions video. I cannot tell you how long these bad boys are going to wear. The only thing I'm concerned with is how this is going to wear during the winter, because obviously it went on and it's clung quite apparently to all the dry spots in my skin, particularly anywhere where I've got a particular dry patch or around spots or under eyes, like around my nose, particularly dry spots for my skin. It might work better for you guys. I mean, if you've not got like a dry face, you might be okay. I can't say how this is going to do for particularly oily skin, I only tend to get a little bit of oil around the edges of my nose and a tiny little bit on my chin, and that's like at the end of a very long day. Now I'm going to go because I cannot breathe through my nose anymore and I need to go and get a cup of tea. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.